Hello and welcome to the Breathing Room. I am so happy that you have found your way here. The Breathing Room is just a beautiful space that I am blessed to have in my home that I crafted so that I could just have somewhere to exhale. And that's why I call it the Breathing Room. It's also where I meet with my clients, where I write my books, where I create resources for you, and just where I just sit sometimes and watch the rain falling outside or watch the beautiful birds that come to the bird feeder right outside of the window. But I just wanted to meet with you here today and connect and let you know about a self-guided study, an interactive study that I created for you called Why Am I So Angry? Yeah, why am I so angry? It's a short self-guided interactive study on learning the power of emotional regulation. I want to help you say goodbye to unbridled, uncontrollable fits of rage and yelling and screaming. Or maybe in my case, repression, so that you can live with self-control and learn how to manage anger instead of letting it control you, because it will do that. You know, the Apostle Paul said it this way. He said, be angry, but just don't hurt anybody around you when you're angry. That's the problem with unbridled anger, is it has a tremendously negative, unhealthy, toxic affect on anyone in your sphere of influence. And as a mama, I have had to deal with this front and center. And I just want to call back to you so that you can know what I didn't know. I was so angry. I homeschooled my kids by choice for a total of 14 years. Now, many of you are homeschooling now, but it is not by choice. It is by COVID. And I want you to know how my heart goes out to you, how I pray for you, I think of you, and I can only imagine how that took your breath away in a bad way, because now you're having to work from home, you're having to cook all the meals. There's just so many new duties that are really strenuous and difficult. And I would only imagine that it might be producing some fits of anger or frustration or rage. And so I just wanted to create this to help. That's what I do. That's what I love doing, is trying to call back to those that are following behind and give you some tips on how not to make the mistakes I made. And so I just want to introduce to you, why am I so angry? Go to my website, JanelleReardon.com. Let the little pink box hop on down. Put your email in, download the PDF, and that will also subscribe you to all of the resources that I have available for you and connect you when a new podcast comes out or when my new book comes out very, very soon. I want you to be putting these tools and getting these tools in your emotional health and wellness toolbox so you can actually create a safe home, a secure home, create a safe family, and also, in a very personal way, be safe in your own body. Because, I just wasn't. I write in the beginning of this, I was so angry and I didn't know why. I really didn't know why. You know my story, well, maybe you do. I grew up in an alcoholic family, which just brings a lot of unhealthy behavior patterns and communication skills. And it certainly created a very insecure attachment in my own life and some very unhealthy sense of identity and self. And so therefore, I repressed my feelings, and I repressed all the unhealthy behaviors I saw going on around me. I mean, I was little. I didn't know what to do with all those things that were happening. So as a mama, flash forward, as a mama, I had a problem with anger, but I didn't know why until one day when my sweet little Brooke, she was 8 years old at the time, so this is over 2 decades ago, and we were homeschooling, like I said, by choice, but still did not alleviate frustration, anger, stress, all of the things. So I probably just had enough. I don't even know. And I was banging, slamming cabinet doors. My repression came out. I'm just going to slam whatever is in my way. I didn't slam children. I thank the Lord. I didn't abuse. I didn't do, praise God for that. But I would just slam things. And it really bothered Brooke. And so she came to me one day with big crocodile tears in her eyes. And she said, Mommy, please, please don't slam the doors anymore. And the look on her face arrested me. And it was like, oh my goodness. Her plea was a wake-up call. It was a wake-up call. Janelle, you have an issue. You better deal with it. Now, if you know anything about the Enneagram, Brooke is an Enneagram 1, so she's a reformer. She is going to see something that needs improvement, and she is going to use her voice and call it out. Thank goodness she had enough secure attachment, enough sense of self to confront my issue. That's amazing to me, because I think that I probably had those same crocodile tears in my eyes at 8 years old when I saw what was going on around me, but I had no idea how to confront or use my voice at that time. Huge part of my work today. So my heart broke in a million pieces. You better believe I went and got some help. I found a counselor to help me get some anger management tools. First of all, I found someone to help me heal. And thankfully, I recovered. I learned how to bridle my anger. I learned how to use my words. I learned how to say what I felt, say what I mean. It's a miracle. I'm so grateful to God. And so I wanted to give you that. That's why I wrote this study, was to help myself, and hopefully it will be helpful to you. When I read this, let me know what kind of reaction you get to these words. Perhaps the best way to identify whether or not you're suffering from an anger management problem is to ask yourself if your anger has in any way negatively affected your enjoyment of life. How has anger affected your life? How is it affecting your day-to-day well-being, your mental health, your physical health? How is it affecting your home? Is it making people in your home feel unsafe? Your workplace, your classroom? And can you trace a lineage, perhaps, of unbridled anger or rage or yelling or authoritarianism? It's my way or the highway. Shut up, kid. In your personal history. If so, then perhaps this study guide is for you. When we look at the definition of anger, it's just a violent, it's a violent passion of the mind excited by a real or supposed injury, usually accompanied with a propensity to take vengeance or to obtain satisfaction from the offending party. So right from the get-go, we talk about what anger is, and I give you links to 3 of our podcasts at Speak Healing Words, so that you can take some time and understand the anatomy of yelling, the anatomy of repression, and unlearning. Because a huge part of transformation is unlearning. So I had to unlearn repression so that I could learn how to use my voice and be assertive and speak what I'm feeling. It's really important. So as you know, I work in trauma-informed therapy, trauma-informed certified life coaching, marriage and family specialization. And last year, I found a healing modality called Aroma Freedom Technique, discovered and created by a Dr. Benjamin Purkis, 20 years of clinical psychological work. And he also worked with Young Living therapeutic grade essential oils. And he developed, through much study and much inspiration, I would say, this incredible tool that actually creates neuroplasticity in your neural pathways, and it will heal the pathways. Anything negative, any emotion, any memory that has a negative emotion hooked to it, you breathe in these strategically blended oils. Follow 12 steps. Today I'm going to share 6 steps with you. It's called Reset. And you can calm your amygdala down and get into your prefrontal and come back into a clear mind. So I love how Dr. Dan Siegel says that when we ought to move through life from a whole brain. But sometimes we flip our lid, don't we? And when we flip our lid, this is our limbic system. And our limbic system is where our amygdala, our hippocampus, it controls our emotions. It's our emotional center. And so when we flip our lid, we come out of this prefrontal rational part of our brain and we move into our amygdala, our irrational fight, flight, or freeze, sympathetic nervous system, and we just lose control. So if I had had this tool, this beautiful tool, when my children were young and I was finding myself getting into the crazies, as I call them, I could have gone right away, picked up this special blend. It's called the Memory Release Blend. It's Stress Away, which has the ingredient of vanillin in it, which is very important for neuroplasticity, rewiring the brain. Frankincense and lavender, and they're blended together in this beautiful blend. And you swirl it around in your hand. Whew, breathe it in. And I would have used this short aroma reset, takes about 60 seconds, to bring myself out of the amygdala and into my rational frontal brain. So I would identify a situation. What is making me angry right now? You have asked me 500 times, why? Why, mommy? Why? Why? Why can't I go outside? Why can't I go play? Why? Right? Right away I'd go, because if they ask me why one more time, I'm going to flip my lid. And so I'd get a clear picture of that in my mind. Then I would name the one-word feeling that it's making me feel, and it's making me feel very, very angry. And I would then say, where am I feeling very angry in my body? And I would say, I'm feeling angry in my neck area. Oh no, me? It would have been in my hands because I wanted to bang something. So they're asking me a million questions. My kids are driving me crazy. I'm flipping my lid. I'm feeling angry, and it's feeling like it's getting into some rage. So I want to slam cabinet doors, so I'm feeling it in my hands. And then I would identify the negative thought. What is it? The negative thought would have been, I'm such a terrible mother. I can't even help them when they're asking me. I'm just a terrible mother, okay? And then I would move into step 5, and I would take that MRB. I would take it. I've blended it together. I have a bottle available in many of my rooms around the house and in my car and in my purse. And I would just take a moment, close my eyes. And notice what happens to the picture, to the feeling, to the sensation in your body. And more times than not, just in that short little reset, you will have experienced a shift. The loop of negativity, the loop of alarm has calmed down. And you are being brought back into the prefrontal cortex, the rational part of your brain. And you are in a position where you can make a rational, reasonable next step. It brings you to a place of response and takes you from a place of reaction. It's that simple. It is, and it works. If you don't shift, that is a clue that you need to move into what we call the 12-step aroma freedom technique. I have all the tools for you to be able to do that yourself or guided by me. So today, maybe you do not know anything about these oils, okay? Go to my website, get in touch with me. I want you to have this. Oh, this isn't a sales ploy. This is a cry for you. This is a plea for you to have something in your pocket that is so accessible and so efficient to help you learn how to regulate your emotions and help you clear your neural pathways and transform any negative loop inside of your brain into a positive, healthy loop. That's what this is about. And for all of you who go to my website today, I have a prize. I am so excited because I love gifts. That's my love language. And my birthday's coming up, so I want to celebrate. I want you to go to my website, download that PDF, Why Am I So Angry? You'll put your email in. That'll link you also to my e-newsletter to be the first to know about any of the new podcasts, any of the new book that's coming out, any of these valuable resources that you can put in your toolbox. So everyone who does that, let's see, by Sunday at midnight. How about that? Everyone who downloads this PDF and subscribes will be put into a fabulous fall feelings giveaway. It's so good. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So Young Living has this incredible feelings kit. It's valuable. It contains 6 essential oil blends: forgiveness, harmony, inner child, present time, release, and valor. Oh, and it has a kit inside of it to help you learn how to emotionally regulate. This is such an amazing giveaway. I'm so excited. I feel like Vanna or somebody like that. So I want to give this to you with my latest book, Overcoming Hurtful Words, because this book helps you rewrite any negative story, obstacle, overcome anything negative, a negative feedback loop in your brain. It will help you do that. And I'm giving away one of my beautiful custom leather journals with our beautiful mantra on the front, above all else, Proverbs 4:23, above all else, guard your heart, guard your affections, because everything in life comes out of your heart. So there you go. Happy fall feelings festival. So excited. I can't wait for you to get these tools in your hands. And I'm just going to throw in the reset book, and I'm going to throw in a free AFT session with me, which is about an hour. And this is like such a good giveaway. I want to win it myself, but I can't. So go to my website, JanelleReardon.com. Wait for the little pink box. Put your email in. You'll download that PDF after you put in your first name and your email, and you'll be connected. You'll be connected to all the things, all the good things that are going to make you become your very, very, very best God-breathed person. See you next time.